Hey everyone, welcome back to the Power 5 Stocks of the Week for the week of October 30th through November 3rd. At the request of Tim and Chad in the comments of the last Power 5 video, this series will now go live 30 minutes prior to market open each Friday. Moving this release time up 30 minutes will allow you some time to watch the video and do your own research before the market opens.
You're my hero.
You're my hero.
No matter if you're looking for dividend stocks with higher yields, great dividend growth rates, or something in between, this series will have something for you. Now let's see where I got this list and how I was able to narrow it down. The first step in my process is to head over to marketbeat.com for a fresh list of dividend stocks with ex-dividend dates of this coming week. This week, there were 98 stocks that were on that list with ex-dividend dates between October 30th and November 3rd. From there, I wanted to see how many of those stocks had a dividend streak of at least 5 years and was left with 34 remaining stocks. While this is a decent sized drop, 34 is still too many to look through, so the last filter I added was requiring those remaining stocks to also outperform the S&P 500 over the past 10 years. That filter brought me down to a more manageable 9 stocks, or just 9.18% of the original list, which is where I began my research. After crunching the numbers and finding the winners, let's see who comes out on top. So this first stock presents a very unique and very interesting combination. This week's leader in dividend yield also has the highest dividend growth rates and is trading the furthest off of its 52-week high, and that is Morgan Stanley, stock ticker MS. Morgan Stanley is a quarterly payer in the financial sector, paying $3.40 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 4.64%. Morgan Stanley has been paying and growing their dividend over the last 10 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 31.39%. A 5-year dividend growth rate of 24.78%, and a payout ratio of 50.55%. At the time of recording, Morgan Stanley was trading 27.59% off of their 52-week high. Morgan Stanley is going to have an ex-dividend date of October 30th with a payout date of November 15th, and a $10,000 investment into Morgan Stanley 10 years ago while only reinvesting dividends since then would have turned into $31,402.70. This is a 12.12% year-over-year return rate. That's compared to the S&P 500 that turned into $28,996.53, which is a difference of $2,406.17 in the same 10 years. Moving on to the next category where longevity is the name of the game. The winner, consistently raising the bar through their dividends, is A.O. Smith, stock ticker AOS. A.O. Smith is a quarterly payer in the industrial sector, paying $1.28 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 1.92%. A.O. Smith's been paying and growing their dividend over the last 30 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 16.04%. A 5-year dividend growth rate of 17.15%, and a payout ratio of just 33.12%. At the time of recording, A.O. Smith was trading 13.37% off of their 52-week high. A.O. Smith has an ex-dividend date of October 30th with a payout date of November 15th, and a $10,000 investment into A.O. Smith 10 years ago, only reinvesting dividends since then, would have brought back $30,709.29. This is an 11.87% year-over-year return rate, again compared to the S&P bringing back $28,996.53. This is a difference of $1,712.76 over the past 10 years. Now, with that being said, you're now just seconds away from seeing the last stock in today's video.
I am ready. I am so ready.
If you're enjoying this simple yet valuable dividend content, make sure you click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my other content. Also, help me out by clicking that like button, as this is supposed to help me get my content on the desk of the algorithm king so others can see it.
I am the king.
All right, now let's get to this last stock. This is one I personally own, and of all the stocks on this week's list, would have brought back the most cash to its shareholders over the past decade. Say hello to Costco, stock ticker COST. Costco is a quarterly payer in the consumer staples sector, paying $4.08 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 0.74%. Costco's been paying and growing their dividend over the last 19 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 12.46%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 12.41%, and a payout ratio of 26.14%. At the time of recording, Costco was trading 4.22% off of their 52-week high. Costco has an ex-dividend date of November 2nd with a payout date of November 17th, and a $10,000 investment into Costco 10 years ago while only reinvesting the money they gave you in return would have turned into $57,213.89. This is a 19.05% year-over-year return rate, which is compared to the S&P 500, bringing back that $28,996.53, resulting in a difference that almost doubles up the S&P 500 of $28,217.36. In today's video, I was able to show you 3 different dividend stocks that'll tickle the fancy of a wide range of dividend investors.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
These stocks not only come with a dividend streak of at least 10 years, but they've also outperformed the S&P 500 over the past 10 years and will have an ex-dividend date of this coming week. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these stocks caught your eye and what was it that sparked your interest? According to the Algorithm King, this is the video you're going to want to see next. But until next time, see you.